And now, the last 2 pages of The Broker by John Grisham.
Him to be seen in Washington and in the most visible way possible. It would buy him some time. Confuse everyone who might still be looking for him. It would create a splash and be talked about for days, long after he was gone. Lisa wanted answers as to how much danger he was in, and Joel confessed he wasn't sure. He would drop out for a while, move around, always being careful. He learned a lot in the past 2 months. I'll be back in a few weeks, he said, and I'll drop in from time to time. Hopefully after a few years, things will be safer. Where are you going now? Neil asked. I'm taking the train to Philly. Then I'll catch a flight to Oakland. I'd like to visit my mother. It would be really nice if you drop her a card. I'll take my time, eventually end up somewhere in Europe. Which passport will you use? Not the ones I got yesterday. What? I'm not about to allow the CIA to monitor my movements. Barring an emergency, I'll never use them. So how do you travel? I have another passport. A friend loaned it to me. Neil gave him a look of suspension, as if he knew what friend meant. Lisa missed it, though, and little Carrie picked that moment to relieve herself. Joel was quick to hand her to her mother, while Lisa was in the bathroom changing the diaper. Joel lowered his voice and said, 3 things. First, get a security form to sweep your home, office, and cars. You might be surprised. It'll cost about 10 grand. And it must be done. Second, I'd like for you to locate an assisted living place somewhere close to here. My mother, your grandmother, is stuck out there in Oakland with no one to check on her. A good place will cost $3,000 to $4,000 a month. I take it you have the money. Third, yes, I have the money. It's an account here at Maryland Trust. You're listed as one of the owners. Withdraw $25,000 to cover the expenses you've incurred so far, and keep the rest close by. I don't need that much. Well, spend some, okay? Listen up a little. Take the girl to Disney World. How will we correspond? For now, email. The Grinch routine. I'm quite the hacker, you know. How safe are you, Dad? The worst is over. Lisa was back with Carrie, who wanted to return to the bouncing knee. Joel held her for as long as he could. Father and son entered Union Station together while Lisa and Carrie waited in the car. The bustle of activity made Joel anxious again. Old habits would be hard to break. He pulled a small carry-on bag, loaded with all of his possessions. He bought a ticket to Philadelphia, and as they slowly made their way to the platform area, Neil said, I really want you to know where you are going. Joel stopped and looked at him. I'm going back to Bologna. There's a friend there, right? Yes. Of the female variety? Oh, yes. Why am I not surprised? Can't help it, son. It was always my weakness. She's Italian. Very much so. She's really special. They were all special. This one saved my life. Does she know you're coming back? I think so. Please be careful, Dad. I'll see you in a month or so. They hugged and said goodbye. Wow.
You burn a book?